conference that usher heaven increase our grace so that we deserve to feel the praise to the praise and glory of your name through your Son Jesus Christ, our Lord. Amen.
Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Thank you. So for our attendee or attendance this afternoon, Romeo Dimisoga, back chairperson, and Ricardo P. Lacson, back vice chairperson, Carmen E. Rojas, back regular member,
Present.
Elmer Cesar P. Salita, back regular member, Joel L. Toralba, back regular member, Donna Jean Lacson, provisional member,
Present, sir.
and other attendants, Felmore L. Soyat, back secretariat member.
Present, sir.
So, 6 out of 7, so we have a quorum. To continue, our agenda, A, contract data, B, requirements for bidding documents, C, bid form, technical and financial proposals, D, criteria for eligibility screening, preliminary examination of bids, evaluation of bids, and post qualification, and E, other matters. So A, contract data. Contract ID number 24FC0037, contract name, construction of river control structure, Barangay Plaridel, Jose Panganiban, Camarines Norte. Contract location, Barangay Plaridel, Jose Panganiban, Camarines Norte. Implementing office, DPWH, CNDEO, construction section. Funding source, GAA FY 2024 infrastructure program. Approved budget for the contract, 39,199,400 pesos and 63 centavos. Contract duration to complete the project, 183 calendar days. The scope of work, construction of 240.92 linear meter river control structure with steel sheet pile foundation. The major categories of work, FCBPS, flood control, construction bank, protection structure. Similar categories of work, FCSP, FHR, PHC, PHW, and PHD. The following qualifiers shall be applied to this contract. Bidder must have completed at least, number one, at least one contract that is similar to the following works, among others. A, stone masonry. B, retaining wall. C, grout and riprap. D, geosynthetic. And number two, similar slope protection works with at least 50% of item of work of the project. List of key personnel. Project manager, minimum years of similar experience in position 5 years. Minimum years of total work experience in position 5 years. Project engineer, minimum years of similar experience in position 3 years. Minimum years of total work experience in position 3 years. Materials engineer, minimum years of similar experience in position 3 years. Minimum years of total work experience in position 3 years. Construction foreman, minimum years of similar experience in position 2 years, and minimum years of total work experience in position 2 years. Construction safety health personnel need certificate of training from DOLI. List of key equipment units. Description, payloader. The capacity is 1.5 cubic meter and 110 horsepower. The required unit is 1. Dump truck. The capacity is 12 cubic yard and 290 horsepower. The required unit is 2. Backhoe. The capacity is 0.80 cubic meter or 1.04 cubic yard and 138 horsepower, the required unit is 1. Water truck or pump, the capacity is 16,000 liters and 360 horsepower, the required unit is 1. One bagging mixer, the required unit is 3. Service vehicle pickup type, the capacity is 4x4 and the required unit is 1. Plate compactor, the required unit is 1. Concrete vibrator, the required unit is 1. Bar cutter, the required unit is 1. Bar binder, the required unit is 1. Crawler crane, the capacity is 36 to 40 metric ton, the required unit is 1. Vibro hammer, the capacity is 60 ton and the required unit is 1. Welding machine, the required unit is 1. Cutting outfit, the required unit is 1. As per DO number 11 series of 2017, laboratory equipment is required and mandatory. No. Equipment, capacity, and required units as specified in the bid data sheet shall be mandatory, and absence of the same shall disqualify the contractor. So, any question or clarification for this project ID 23FC0037? So, we proceed to contract ID number 24FC0038. Contract name, construction of completion of multi-purpose building. Contract location, Barangay Santa Elena, Panganiban, Camarines Norte. Implementing office, DPWH, CNDEO, construction section. Funding source, GA FY 2024 infrastructure program. Approved budget for the contract, 2,969,997 pesos and 47 centavos. Contract duration, 75 calendar days. Scope of work, construction, completion of 7.5 meters by 8 meters, 2-story multi-purpose building. So they have a ground floor plan, second floor plan, reflective ceiling plan. So major category support, BICW PLC, building construction without piles, low-rise, concrete frame 1 to 5 stories. Similar category support, BICW PHCCP, BICW PLCCP, BICW PHCDP, BICW PLCDP, BICW OPHC, BIL, BIH, and BIM. The following qualifiers shall be applied to this contract. A. Construction of buildings, low-rise. B. Repair, rehabilitation of building, low-rise. C. Improvement, upgrading, expansion of building, low-rise. List of key personnel. Project manager, minimum years of similar experience in position 5 years. Minimum years of total work experience in position 5 years. Project engineer, minimum years of similar experience in position 3 years. Minimum years of total work experience in position 3 years. Materials engineer, minimum years of similar experience in position 3 years. Minimum years of total work experience in position 3 years. Construction foreman, minimum years of similar experience in position 2 years. Minimum years of total work experience in position 2 years. Construction safety health personnel need certificate training from DOLE. List of key equipment units. Description, 1 bagger concrete mixer. The capacity is 4 to 6 cubic feet per minute and the required unit is 1. Welding machine, gas or diesel driven. The capacity is 300 amperes and 48 horsepower. The required unit is 1. Jackhammer, the required unit is 1. Dump truck, the capacity is 12 cubic yard. The required unit is 1. Concrete vibrator, flexible shaft type, 2 inches, head diameter 5 amperes, gasoline level. The required unit is 1. Bartender, the capacity is 25 mm diameter, maximum rebar diameter, 3 phase. The required unit is 1. Bar cutter, the capacity is 25 mm diameter, maximum rebar diameter, grade 40, single phase. The required unit is 1. As per DO number 11, series of 2017, laboratory equipment is required and mandatory. No, equipment capacity and required units as specified in the PDS shall be mandatory, and absence of the same shall disqualify the contractor. So any question or clarification for 23FC0038? 24FC. So, we proceed to the contract ID 24FC0039. Contract name, construction of multipurpose building. Contract location, Barangay Mabini, Kapalongan, Camarines Norte. Implementing office, DPWH, CNDEO, construction section. Funding source, GAA FY 2024, infrastructure program. Approved budget for the contract, 4,949,988 pesos and 24 centavos. Contract duration, 120 calendar days. Scope of works, construction of 8 meters by 10.4 meters, 2-story multipurpose building, evacuation center with drop deck. So, we have a site development plan, location map, the perspective, ground floor plan and second floor plan, roof deck plan, and roof plan. Front elevation, left side elevation. So, we proceed to the major category support. BICW PLC, buildings construction without pipe, low-rise, concrete frame 1 to 5 stories. Similar category support, BICW PL CCP, BICW PL CCP, BICW PL CDP, BICW PL CDP, BICW OPL HC, BIL, BIH, and BIM. The following qualifiers shall be applied to this contract. A. Construction of building, low-rise. B. Repair or rehabilitation of building, low-rise. C. Improvement or upgrading or expansion of building, low-rise. List of key personnel. Project manager, minimum years of similar experience in position 5 years. Minimum years of total work experience in position 5 years. Project engineer, minimum years of similar experience in position 3 years. Minimum years of total work experience in position 3 years. Materials engineer, minimum years of similar experience in position 3 years. Minimum years of total work experience in position 3 years. Construction foreman, minimum years of similar experience in position 2 years. Minimum years of total work experience in position 2 years. Construction safety health personnel need certificate of training from body. List of key equipment units. The description, capacity, and required unit. One bagger concrete mixer. The capacity is 4 to 6 cubic feet per minute. The required unit is 1. Welding machine, gas or diesel driven. The capacity is 300 amperes and 40 horsepower. The required unit is 1. Backhoe, the capacity is 0.80 cubic meter or 1.04 cubic yard, and the required unit is 1. Dump truck, the capacity is 12 cubic yard. The required unit is 1. Plate compactor, 400 to 500. Gasoline engine, the capacity is 5 horsepower and the required unit is 1. Concrete vibrator, flexible, shaft type, 2 inches in diameter, 5 amperes, gasoline level, the required unit is 1. Bar bender, the capacity is 25 mm diameter, maximum rebar diameter, 3 phase, the required unit is 1. Bar cutter, the capacity is 25 mm diameter, maximum rebar diameter, grade 40, single phase, the required unit is 1. As per DO number 11 series of 2017, laboratory equipment is required and mandatory. Note, equipment capacity and the required units as specified in the bill sheet shall be mandatory and absence of the same shall disqualify the contractor. So any question or clarification for 23FC0038? So if none, we proceed to the schedule of key procurement activity. Activity, time and place. Issuance, downloading of bidding documents from February 20, 2024 to March 12, 2024. Place, hard copies of box secretariat of DPWH Camarines Norte DEO, Light Camarines Norte. Downloading from DPWH website www.dpwh.gov.ph or PhilJEP's website www.philjeps.gov.ph. Private conference today, 1 p.m. February 27, 2024. Place, construction, conference hall, DPWH, CNDEO, Light Camarines Norte. Receipt of bids or opening of bids or preliminary evaluation of bids. Scheduled on March 12, 2024 until 10 a.m. Place, conference hall, DPWH, CNDEO, Light Camarines Norte. B. The requirements for bidding documents. Instruction to bidders, general condition of contract, special condition of contract, bid data sheet, specification, bill of quantities, bid forms, checklist for technical proposal, checklist for financial proposal. Download at www.dpwh.gov.ph www.philjeps.gov.ph. No format per DMC 85 Series 2020. Additional statement for omnibus per DMC number 85 Series 2020. Number 10. In case advance payment was made or given, failure to perform or deliver any of the obligations and undertakings and the contract shall be sufficient grounds constitute criminal liability for swindling or estafa of the commission of fraud with unfaithfulness or abuse of confidence through misappropriating or converting any payment received by a person or entity under an obligation involving the duty to deliver certain goods or services to the prejudice of the public and the government of the Philippines pursuant to Article 315 of Article number 3815 Series 1930 as amended or revised penal code. C. Bid form, technical and financial proposals. Prospective bidders shall submit their duly accomplished forms as specified in the bids and 2 separate sealed bid envelopes to the back chairman. The first envelope shall contain the technical component of the bid. The second envelope shall contain the financial component of the bid. The technical and financial documents must be vigilated, bounded, and tab marked, and documentary stamp is required on all documents with notary public and properly sealed. All bid documents must be submitted in duplicate copies, original and copy one, sealed and signed. All bidders are invited to attend the preview conference as scheduled for further instruction. Contract will be awarded to the lowest calculated responsive bid as determined in the bid evaluation and post qualification. Manual submission, one original and one copy for each technical proposal and financial proposal must be submitted. Electronic submission, a file of the technical proposal and financial proposal. However, bidders should only select one mode of submission, either manual or electronic. D. Criteria for eligibility screening, preliminary examination of bids, evaluation of bids, and post-qualification. A contractor must meet the following legal requirement. A. Filipino citizen or 75% Filipino. All partnership or corporation with pickup license applicable to the type and cost of this contract. Medium A for contract ID number 24FC0037 and small b for contract ID 24FC0038 to 24FC0039. B. Completion of a similar contract costing at least 50% of the IBC. C. Need financial contracting capacity in FGC at least equal to the EBC. Bid evaluation. The financial component of the bids of each past bidder shall be evaluated using a non-discretionary criteria, including arithmetical correction for computational errors, and thus determine the correct calculated bid prices. The BAC shall automatically disqualify any total calculated bid price which exceeds the ABC. The following factors are to be considered in the evaluation of the bid prices. Completeness. No price and required item is non-responsive, indicating a zero or a dash paid to the government. All prices are deemed to include taxes. Bids not addressing or providing all of the required items and the bidding documents, including where applicable BOQ, shall be considered non-responsive. Bid price and figures versus words, word prevail. Total price per item versus unit price per item, unit price prevails. Total price versus actual sum of component items, actual sum prevails. Unit cost and detailed estimate versus unit cost and BOQ, BOQ prevails. All bid amount above ABC will be disqualified. Post-qualification in pursuant to Section 34.1 and 34.3 of Revised IIR of Republic Act 9184. 34.1. The lowest calculated bid or highest rated bid shall undergo post-qualification in order to determine whether the bidder concerned complies with and is responsive to all the requirements and conditions as specified in the bidding documents. 34.3. Verification, validation, and a settlement of statement made and documents submitted shall consider but shall be limited to the following criteria. Legal requirements, licenses, certificates, permits, agreement, and exclusion in any blacklist. Then technical requirements and key personnel minimum work experience requirements should be satisfied. Availability and commitment of major construction equipment. Failure of the prospective bidder to state a complete technical description of the pledged equipment and its specific location, whether owned, leased, or under purchase, agreement shall result in the bidder's automatic post-disqualification forward of contract and forfeiture of its bid security per DO number 58 series of 2012. Performance and ongoing government and private contract. Negative slippage of at least 15% in any one project or negative slippage of at least 10% in each two or more contracts. Failure of the contractor to commence repair works on contract with pending certificates of acceptance in the prescribed date after receipt of the notice of defects and deficiencies. Substandard quality of works or unsatisfactory performance per contract per condition of the terms of inspection. DO number 127 series 2017, strict application of Republic Act 9184 in the conduct of the post-qualification of bidders with delayed ongoing contracts with the DPWH. Authenticity and correctness of bid security. Financial requirements, bid price, proposal, and NFCC. Notes on the personnel and equipment requirements. The project as CNDEO number 09 series of 2012. Technical requirements for civil works project for public bidding. If the proposed technical personnel is an employee of the bidder and working another project at the same time of the bidding, the bidder shall submit a certification that one, the personnel will be pulled out from the ongoing project once the bidder is awarded the contract. And number two, he or she will be replaced with another person equal or better qualification as certified by the head of the implementing office. Technical requirements. The bidder may propose a key technical personnel who is not its employee, provided that the said personnel is required to submit a certification that he or she will work for the bidder if the contract under bidding will be awarded. This certification shall be included in the first envelope of the sale bid. Also, to be verified during post-qualification is the set of equipment needs by the bidder. The bidder should specify and the submitted bid the location of the equipment where they can be inspected. If any equipment is not in the specified location, then the bidder shall be post-disqualified. Contract award. The contract shall be awarded to the bidder who has been determined to be the lowest calculated and responsive bid, or LCRB, as a result of the detailed evaluation and post-qualification conducted. Contract award should be made within the bid validity period, and so subcontracting is not allowed. A. Common reason for rejection of bids and eligibility and post-disqualification of bidders. Failure to submit the original copy of the surety bond certified by the Insurance Commission indicating the name of project, the procuring entity, and name of contractor. Shorter bid validity and bid security period. Overlapping of bridge equipment and committed technical personnel. Failure to indicate the validity of bid in the bid form. Late submission of bid. Failure to submit supporting documents, example, certification of availability of equipment from the equipment lessor or vendor for the duration of the project. if bridge equipment is to be leased or purchased. Negative slippage of at least 15% in any one project, or a negative slippage of at least 10% in each of 2 or more contracts. Excuse me. Unsatisfactory CPS rating. Then, single proprietor, signatory should be the owner or proprietor only. Corporation or cooperative, board secretary, certificate, and board resolution. Joint venture resolution or agreement. Partnership as indicated in the articles of partnership. Discount offered in the bid form must be signed by owner, proprietor, or authorized managing officer. Hence, liaison officer signature will be only be accepted provided that a specified limit of discount be included in this special power of attorney or SPA. So, any question or clarification for these 3 projects and 4 projects? So, if none, so in the announcement.
March 4 po, sir.
March 4, perang bibili natin? Tatlo. So, for this, our private conference is adjourned. Thank you very much.
George.